Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video for you. This is a video all about some big news coming up for Veve and for the MCU and the MTL program that's coming out soon. I hope you stick around for it. I got the MTL information at the end of the video, so stick around for that. It's going to be good. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. Just hit the subscribe button. You can also join the channel as a member if you want. It costs $1 a month, and in my live streams, I've been doing some really nice member giveaways, and it's really great to build the community. So please do that. That's all down in the bottom under the video. So do that if you like. Anyway, let's get into the news. I have some big stuff for you, and I got some good stuff at the end, so stick around. So let's get into it. Now, right here, this is something really cool to talk about. I've been talking about this a lot. The Doctor Strange trailer that's come out has given us so much great stuff. It's unbelievable, and it keeps on giving. And there's going to be even more information that we're getting over the next few days and weeks towards this movie and how it affects our stuff in the Veve app. You know, it's really limitless. Let's see what happens. We have good prices right now because the market, is a lot lower than it was, and it's going to get a little bit lower in some cases in some areas. So there's great deals. So let's get into a little bit about what we have. So anyway, one of the first things I wanted to talk about again is just the fact that Captain Carter was shown in the poster. Okay, the poster I just show you. Her shield, if you actually scroll in right here, her shield is actually right up here, right there. If you can see it, it's actually in the poster. It's amazing. And we have her in the app right here, and you can pick her up right now for $195, and there's only 149 of her available. Now this is really cool, right? So it's right in the poster. So remember, this movie's about multiverses. We could totally see her. I mean, why wouldn't we? It's showing right in there. If anything, her collectible is great to have anyway. It's a solo set by itself. It's a first appearance. She was in the What If animated series, so this could be a really great one to pick up, everybody. Anyway, that's first part right there. Let's get on to some more news right here. Now, this is really interesting as well. This is something to do with the Scarlet Witch and the Mutants. So as you know, we've been getting a lot of mutants in the app lately. We've been getting some comic books. We got Storm. Today, this is Friday, we just got that Bishop comic, right? So that's pretty cool, X-Men 282. And so hopefully you got it. Good luck if you didn't. I mean, hopefully you had some good luck and got it today. If not, you can always pick it up in the market. But we've been getting lots of mutants. So something really interesting about what could be happening in this movie, because we have Professor X is going to be in it. He's already been confirmed. And so basically you have the Scarlet Witch, and now in the comic books, okay, there's a House of M comic, and as you know, in the app we have House of X and Powers of X, but there's also a House of M comic, and it's about mutants and the Scarlet Witch and everything too. There's more to the story, but the Scarlet Witch in that story rewrites reality when she actually says no more mutants, and she kind of like gets rid of all the powers of the mutants in the comic for all sorts of reasons that happen, right? And Professor X is in there messing with her head and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, there's a theory that, she might do the opposite in the movie and actually bring in mutants, right? So anyway, this is going to be quite amazing to see what happens. The point is that we're getting mutants in Veve now a lot. They're starting to come in a lot more. So maybe it's a good time to start thinking about maybe collecting some of these, because the prices are so low. And as the MCU evolves, this is all going to be like really important, right? Some of the stuff that we have for mutants right now in the app may not seem too important, but it's going to become important because every drop we get is for a reason. Now you can get Storm's secret rare for like around 1,200 gems. That's a really good price for a secret rare for her. She's held pretty good. She's like, decently steady. She's come down a bit for sure, but this is long term, right? You can get some of the X-Men or mutant comics that we have. They're really good price right now. Their secret rares go for anywhere between 245 to around 500 gems or so, and you can go check them out in the app. Secret rare comics are really, really crucial, especially they're starting to become less and less of them available, right? So think about that. And the X-Men comic that came out today, see if you got that one. So this is just a way that we know they're probably bringing more mutants, into the app for sure. They already have been, and because in the movies we're going to probably get them. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's move on to the next part here. Now, zombies. Now, this is incredible too. If you saw the new TV spot, which is a shorter version of the trailer, we saw this Wanda right here, and she completely looks all zombified. I mean, it looks amazing. We already saw Doctor Strange looking all zombified right there. So, this gets us thinking about what could be like happening in this movie, right? With the multiverses and how zombies come in. So it got me thinking too about in the app. Of course, we have Zombie Captain America and Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, but this particular comic is really being slept on, I think, right now. I don't own it. I really want to pick one up, and it's the secret rare of Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21. This is the zombie first appearance. This is a great secret rare. Think about it. It's only $4.10 right now for the secret rare, and there's only 27 available. Now, this, we know in the movie that the Illuminati group that is supposed to be there has Professor X, but also Mr. Fantastic. So we're going to see Fantastic Four most likely as well. And what do you know? Fantastic Four and zombies, and we saw what happened just up here. I mean, it all starts to come together, right? So it might be a good idea if you want. You can pick up one of those to collect, just for the future. It could be a really good pick. Up to you, right? So I'm looking at it, that's for sure. Let's move on to some more news. Now, this news involves Thor, okay, the new movie that's coming out. Now, just so you know, this movie's coming out on July the 8th. And by the way, the Doctor Strange movie, that's actually coming out. If we actually scroll back here really quickly, you can look up the date, but it's coming out, on May the 6th, right? So that is coming really soon. So anyway, this Thor Love and Thunder movie is coming out, and we should probably get a trailer around April or so, around April 17th-ish. And that's using the same formula they used for when they released the Spider-Man trailer and when the movie came out, and when they released the Doctor Strange trailer, and now when the Doctor Strange movie is going to come out. If you put the same time frame in between, sometime around April 17th is when we could see a trailer for this. And when we do, we're going to get more characters, more information, and leading up to that, we're definitely going to get stuff in the app. So you might want to start preparing now. And here's some really good, interesting background about this movie in case you haven't heard anything about it yet. Christian Bale, who plays the Dark Knight Batman, he's actually the main villain in this movie. His name is Gore, and he's like a god butcher, okay? And this is a picture of like what he kind of looks like, especially in the comics. And you can see that black sword that he's got right there. That's like a symbiote sword, okay? This is really, really interesting, right? So he goes around like murdering all the gods in the universe. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to kill everybody for his own personal reasons or whatever. You have to read the comic, but it's pretty cool. But the thing about it is that sword is called the All Black, okay? And that's the All Black Necro Sword. And this is really interesting, okay? And the reason we know that it's going to be in the movie, that sword, is because if you're in the physical collectible world like I am, and you see the Lego behind me right here, there's a Lego set that came out recently that shows this guy holding that sword in the Lego set. And if you know anything about these Lego sets, they get pre-approval. This happened with the Star Wars movies. This happens with the Marvel movies. So we know we're getting that sword in the movie for sure. Now, this sword is really interesting for what could be happening in Veve. Let me get into it, okay? Let's scroll to the next screen. Stay with me here because this is really interesting, right? So anyway, in the comics, the All Black, okay, is the universe's first symbiote, okay? Just so you know, it's the first symbiote, and is born in the shadow of Null, which is this dude right here. This is Null, okay? And he's like creates, like the first symbiote from his shadow and stuff. It's a whole thing. And anyway, the All Black is that, okay? And so basically it gets basically turned into a sword. So let me just read a little bit about him, right? Just for you right here. You can look him up too. He's a malevolent being who roams over the place called the Abyss, and he's angered by the Celestials creating of the universe. Now remember, the Eternals had the Celestials creating the universe, right? This is all linking, okay? Which brings light to the kingdom of darkness. Null creates the All Black, and he decapitates one of the Celestials, right? And then he uses the dead Celestial to temper the All Black into a sword, and that's the sword you see like right here. That's the sword right there. You can see that, okay? Anyway, he uses that, and then basically, he's going to go around and kill all life in the universe, all this kind of stuff. But what happens is that he gets into like a fight with another god and stuff, and then he kind of gets like knocked down or whatever, and he stumbles. And anyway, so Gore actually manages to acquire this sword, and that's the guy who's in the movie, right? That's coming up. That's the Christian Bale character. And now this is where it links up to Veve, okay? So, he uses the sword to embark on a quest to destroy all the gods and all that kind of stuff. And then in the meantime, Null, this guy, guy, he starts creating all the symbiotes because now he's got nothing to do, I guess, right? Anyway, he goes on to fight a lot of superheroes and stuff like that, including Silver Surfer and Spider-Man, X-Men, and Thor and Venom and all that. But most importantly, he goes on to fight Dane Whitman, and Dane Whitman is the Black Knight, okay? So this is pretty something. He even tries to claim the Ebony Blade from the Black Knight. Now check this out, right? We have the Black Knight first appearance comic that came out just a little while ago, and people were wondering, why did we get this comic, right? Well, now we know, this is somebody who could be in, the future coming up. He's already been confirmed at the end of the Eternals, and here's his secret rare that you could pick up in the app. It's going for $4.85. There's only 33 available. This could be a really key comic moving forward, everybody. This is what you do. You look way out. So we got the Eternals movie. At the end of it, he's in there. He's showing him coming to be. You have the Thor movie coming up, and you have the guy with the sword and everything, and then you have like the crossover combination of the whole thing. It's really, really exciting. So anyway, I hope you like that news. Now let's get on to a little bit more. Let's talk about the MTL that's coming soon. And so you can actually look at this article. This dropped yesterday on Thursday, and I put the link in the description. Please go read this. It's really important. This is fantastic news for Veve. We're finally being able to get the cash out, so people who want to take profits can, and it's gonna bring a ton of new people who are been waiting to get into Veve, or maybe sure about getting into Veve because they couldn't get their money out, right? This caused a problem for sure. And now people are going to be able to get in here, and they're going to be able to cash out and take profits and do sorts of stuff, and it's going to change Veve for the better. It's totally time for it to come, and in the meantime, we're going to get great deals in the market when this happens. So this is going to be really good for anyone who's here long term. So just be excited about it, right? So anyway, the point is, go read the article. It's got some really great stuff in it. All the information's there. I'm not going to go over the whole thing. You can read it yourself. But the one thing I wanted to show you is that they've started this beta program now where certain people are actually able to cash out now. And anyway, I thought that they would probably do an announcement of who gets to do it. It kind of, I don't think they have. It kind of seems like people don't even know they can cash out, and you can just log in. So what you got to do to test it out is go to the beta testing right here. Go to your account, okay? You can log in on your computer. This is off your phone. And you go to omi.veve.me, and then you just log in, okay? And it'll have the same login that you have to get on your phone. And then you can see your wallet and everything. And down here, this says payout right here. And if that button is actually activated, you could start going through the process. You'll be one of the people who actually gets to pay cash out right now and test out the system. And I don't know if they would have sent you a message or not, because when I was in a live stream earlier today on Rob Stuff's channel, and I was sitting there with Veve Vibes, and Dino was on there for a bit as well. This actually article came out, and then somebody said that they actually saw this button activated in their account, and they didn't say that they got a message about it. So you might be able to cash out right now. I checked it. I can't. This is mine. I can't do it, but you might be able to. So go there and check it out, and that would be amazing. You'd have to go through all the steps that's in the article. Read the article. It tells you how everyone's gonna be able to do it. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. That's all the news I got for today. Good luck on the Aston Martin, the Bond car tomorrow on Saturday. I hope you get it. We'll see you in the next video. Happy collecting.